We are taking the train across America from San Francisco, California
to New York City, New York.
From West Coast to East Coast, we're riding through the most beautiful parts of the USA,
including the Sierra Nevadas,
the Adirondacks,
the Rocky Mountains,
and the cornfields of the Midwest.
4 days,
2 trains,
11 states, 3,397 miles.
If Amtrak doesn't delay us, we're gonna make it to New York City in 78 hours.
Oh yeah, and we're also kicking it in coach.
But the train's actually in Emeryville, a neighboring town of San Francisco, so we're gonna have to book a car, get over there, and then board the train. We're gonna board the California Zephyr, and this will take us to Chicago. This is named the most scenic train in America, so I am super excited. I've never taken a train this big before. We're from Connecticut, and we decided we wanted to go home for Thanksgiving, so we decided to book this train. It's something that we've always wanted to do. Let's go.
It's 4748 upstairs.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we got our boarding tickets. We're getting on the train.
These backpacks are large.
Spacious.
That's a lot of space.
Oh yeah, so much room for activities.
This is way more space than I thought we would get.
Zephyr on our way to Chicago. Have your tickets out ready for collection. Conductors will be coming through shortly.
I'm really excited for this ride now. Plenty of legroom.
I am so pumped. When we were booking these tickets, we were thinking about a sleeper car. We're getting across America for $150. Here's how to book $150 tickets from San Francisco to New York City, New York. First, search on the Amtrak website, Emeryville to New York City, New York. Your cheapest option is going to be a 2-segment route with the California Zephyr and the Lakeshore Limited. When I purchased our tickets, there was a promotion of 25% off from coast to coast. When I tried to book this route, it gave me an error. So I called customer service twice, and both times they told me that this route doesn't exist. I got on the chat on the Amtrak website. What I did was give them the actual numbers to the routes, and it runs every single day. So make sure you don't give up, because this route does exist and you can get it for $150. I hope this helps.
We will depart promptly at 9:10, so folks, be patient with us. Thank you.
I didn't realize we would get so much space, but I'm going to show you what you get for $150 on a train for 4 days across America. These seats are insanely comfortable. It's like a nice recliner. So we're going to be able to get all the way back and leave. I don't know how to do it. Oh, here we go. This is how we're going to be sleeping. This is pretty comfortable. So Matt and I will be able to cuddle at night. Over here, we have a footrest that I can't reach. We've got blinds for when we're sleeping at night. This is the footrest. And lastly, we have this desk that I can pull backwards, and I can put my drink right there. Pretty comfy situation for 4 days, and quite a steal.
Only food source is the cafe. Cafe is located on the lower level.
The conductor just told me that we're not allowed to order dinner. Our only option is to eat what we have or to go to the cafe, which we'll show you a little later.
Now that we're moving, we're gonna go sit in the lounge area with the observation deck with the big windows, see all the sights.
From all my research, this is the place to hang out and see all of the sights. Wow. This is amazing. I imagine us hanging out here a lot because it's a little stuffy back there and it smells a little bit too much like train.
I like it here. We have a table to sit and work at, there's charging stations here, there's recliner chairs that face out, and I think we're just gonna be bouncing around, talking to people. I think it's gonna be a great time. One thing I am disappointed about, I will say, is that we don't have access to the dining area. I thought we were gonna be able to order food.
When we left the hotel, I picked up some of these pre-made Caesar salads. They're just okay. I already had half of mine.
This is an incredibly okay salad. 2 hours in, we're on our first break where we get out and stretch our legs. We get about 5 or 6 minutes while they're loading the people on from Sacramento, and we're just gonna get out, get some fresh air.
That real life vitamin D is great. This experience has already been so great. We've met so many nice people on the train. If I get a chance to get out and have some fresh air, I will take it. In the van, I don't get a lot of movement, and so since we're stuck in this train, I just wanna make sure I move as much as possible. It's really nice to get some fresh air. The water is absolutely disgusting. It tastes like chlorine, like straight up chlorine. What I wish we did was get one of those water bottles that had the filters in them, and I think that would have been a better situation, because I think now we're gonna have to buy water because it still lingers in my mouth.
Figure now is about a good time as any to go check out the bathroom situation here on the train. All right, we are in the bathroom.
No.
This is actually pretty spacious. I think because it's the one with the changing room.
Let me give you a little bit of a tour. Some cups, used diapers and sanitary napkins, trash, toilet seat covers,
Sink, kind of sad. Toilet,
toilet paper, don't smoke y'all, a little hook.
mirror.
Looks like we have tissues here, towels. There's also an outlet if you want to do your hair. It looks like there's also a changing table, which is really nice for parents.
Honestly, there's quite a bit of room in here. Kind of surprised. It's kind of gross.
I really have to pee. Not the best toilet experience I've ever had.
You get what you pay for, I guess, right? All right, we're at the 3-hour point, and I can say I'm getting a little bored already. The views haven't picked up yet. There's been a couple of scenic spots here and there, but for the most part, it's been currently in a tunnel.
We brought some entertainment, but we're trying to hold out. Oh, here we go. After a few hours, we're finally settling in and we're about to hit the Sierra Nevadas. There's someone singing and playing guitar in the observation deck. It's a pretty chill time.
It's a very chill time. My recommendation is if you're gonna be sitting in the observation deck, get a seat that sits straight on so you can look right out the window rather than having to tilt your head. I did that for about 45 minutes and now my neck's kind of sore. So we moved seats, got a better spot, and the views are starting to really get beautiful.
We're just like jumping back and forth between this side and that side and this side and that side and this side and that side. It's a dance. Over the first few hours, I'm already grateful that we're not driving through the US. We've already done that and it's so tiring. So I'm glad that we're on the train because we can both enjoy this ride and not have to stress about gas and motion sickness and switching on and off and getting tired and stuff. We can just cruise all the way. Oh. Wow, this is incredible. And we're seeing some snow, which is really exciting because I haven't seen snow all year. Wow.
These views are beautiful.
The Sierras are absolutely incredible. We're in snow and it's definitely cooled down. It was like pretty warm before. Oh my gosh.
There's so many more things we're about to see for the next 4 days. It's gonna be wild.
I'm a photo bomb y'all the whole ride.
Yeah, man, you're good.
Just so y'all know.
So it's late lunch and we packed a bunch of snacks. These are all of the perishables. We grabbed some stuff for charcuterie later, fresh mozzarella that we should have eaten before we left the van, truffle sauce, obviously, and other odds and ends like hunks of meat. They are able to get us ice downstairs, so hopefully that'll be enough to keep this cooler cool. A lot of crackers, a whole plastic bag of bananas that kind of smell too banana-y, cup of noodles, that's for absolute emergencies, a bunch of Cliff Bar, peanut butter so that Matt can eat the bananas, and guilty pleasures. You know what I'm saying? We're fully prepared. We can also buy stuff from the cafe downstairs. So we got chorizo, mozzarella cheese. It's like a fancy Lunchable.
All right, we're in Reno now. We get a fresh air stop, which means we get about 10 minutes to just get out and stretch our legs. Any chance that you have to get out of the train, I highly recommend just getting out because it does get a little bit stuffy in there. Reno's really nothing that special, but fresh air, fresh cigarette smell, fresh train smell. It is dinner time. We're gonna go check out the cafe, get some stuff, whatever they offer there. I think they got a pretty good menu, and they also serve alcohol, so I'm gonna get a beer. Yeah. Okay. Basically, you just go down there, you serve yourself of all of the options that they have, and then you just pay for it. Take Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, cash, you name it. Sunset is pretty nice. We got some cool lighting. We are ready to party.
Watching the sunset on this train is probably one of the best experiences we've had all day. It is gorgeous, especially once you get into Nevada. Everything's pretty flat, but that means you can see the sun really set. I grabbed an Asian style noodle thing. It's not a hot meal, but at least it's not charcuterie.
Figured we have not been eating that healthy lately, so I figured let's get a pseudo-healthy salad.
This Asian noodle bowl does not look bad. Look, it's colorful, fresh vegetables, sesame seeds. All the noodles are on the bottom. Don't know what that is. I don't love cold food, especially for dinner, but this is way better than all the snacks that we have. And the dressing is really good. It's a little lifeless. You know what I'm saying?
Truffle sauce.
Truffle sauce! I brought our favorite hot sauce. This will give this baby some life. Faux show.
Better? Mm-hmm. If you've ever had a Greek salad, this tastes exactly like a Greek salad. Not disappointed at all. A lot of people who are staying on this train for the entire ride are in the sleeper lounge. There's really not that many people in economy. A lot of the economy people got off in Reno, they got off in Sacramento, they got off at Truckee. There are very few people who are making the long trek, but we have made some friends who are going all the way even to New York with us. One thing that we've noticed is that throughout the day, there were a lot more people in the observation lounge, and as time went on, it thinned out and it thinned out and it thinned out. And I think most of the people who are staying on the train have the sleeper cars, but for the people who are just doing economy like us, we're just hanging out. Well, we've been talking with people for hours. It's been really chill.
Well, it's finally time for bed. I'm exhausted. What we've all been training for, bedtime in coach.
Right there behind the station. Please be patient with that process.
Alright, we have to be really quiet because it's nighttime here and everybody else is really quiet. We're gonna head to bed and talk to you tomorrow because it's quiet hours at 10 o'clock.
AM wake-up call. no one really slept that well on the train. Seats don't recline that far back, so the entire night was kind of shifting and turning and moving one way, and then my body would go numb on one side, so I'd go to the other side. The sun is rising, and if you haven't been to southern Utah, it's beautiful. It's really incredible here. The desert landscapes and the colorful scenes mixed with some of this kind of like red canyon glow from the sun. It's awesome here. 3 out of 10 for sleeping, but a solid 8 out of 10 for the views. Alright, thanks man. Ready for your coffee delivery service? It's hot, so you could probably drink it. I can't.
Despite the crappy sleep, I think yesterday was pretty awesome. We spent most of the time in this observation deck. Everyone went to bed around like 5 o'clock, so it was just me and Matt in this observation car, just hanging out. It was pretty cool. We're currently behind a freight train, and apparently this is how Amtrak gets its reputation for delays. Yesterday we were ahead of schedule, and I knew it was too good to be true.
I've done this drive through Utah 3 times and it's super beautiful, but I think the thing that's the best about this train ride is that I can completely enjoy all the scenery and I don't have to worry about driving, paying attention to the road, I can sit back, relax, and enjoy this cup of coffee. Sometimes on days like this, 1 cup of coffee just is not enough.
Not gonna lie, I had really high hopes for last night, and the seats themselves were great. The thing about coaches, you have to deal with people. At 1 o'clock in the morning, some guy started coughing up a storm, and everyone in the car just woke up, and he couldn't stop. We're also seated next to a baby, which is fine, but that has its challenges. And Matt farts a lot. Maybe our experience was way worse than most people's for the first night.
One thing that we didn't want to talk about while we were still on the train, but we felt like we definitely had to mention because it was a very pivotal moment of the entire train ride, was the first night somebody pooped their pants on the train, and I saw it firsthand. I was behind him on the stairs and I could see the dripping down the leg. It was disgusting. I think the staff let him take a shower in one of the sleeper cars. That's something about public transportation that if you're on a train for 4 straight days, you might have to deal with something like that. So I do think that it was a freak accident kind of thing. I doubt it would ever happen again, but it did happen to us, and I wanted to let you guys know that it was not even close to being all sunshine and sparkles.
I'm hoping tonight is a little bit better, but I think I got like 4 hours of sleep total. With the coffee in the cafe car, pretty decent.
Today's our second day on the trip. It's Tuesday, and it's our only full day of train travel.
Drunk on the train.
Randy's so funny. He said he wasn't going to start drinking till 11, and it's 9:18. He's already got 1 Bloody Mary down. Yesterday, he went hard. This morning, he's at it again.
Got the breakfast sandwich and egg bites. I did ask Drew, who mans the cafe, is there anything you wouldn't eat? And he said no, and he's been working here for a long time. So that says something. Let's dig in.
You know we can't go without our chop sauce. First bite impressions. It's okay. The bread is really, really, really chewy.
Drew downstairs said that if the bread was fresh and wasn't reheated, this would be his #1 choice. It's definitely not a sausage, egg, and cheese on a New York bagel, but it's good enough. At least it's hot. That's what I'm saying.
For those of you who've been watching us for a while, you know we don't normally eat chicken or eggs, and we're eating a lot of egg product in this video, but I just wanted to clarify we're not allergic, it's just a food sensitivity thing. So We eat it sometimes. Yeah, that's definitely better than the other one.
This is way more flavorful. I'd go with this one, and it's a little cheaper. Of all of the states that we've traveled through, Utah is my absolute favorite. We had so much fun here, and Moab is probably our favorite place.
Every time we've come to this area, I've always had to drive, so I've never been able to fully take in the beauty, but being able to just be a passenger and see canyons, the rocks, the desert, I get to really just sit here and enjoy it, and I don't have to worry about driving.
I think this is a completely different experience than if you were to road trip, because the train's taking you through the backwoods where you wouldn't necessarily drive through. It's kind of cool. For lunch, we packed a charcuterie board and we just DIY'd the heck out of this thing. So we've got some Marionberry habanero jelly from Oregon and a beautiful spread. Olives, Gouda, crackers, salami, prosciutto.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're 15 minutes away from Glenwood Springs, Colorado. 15 minutes from Glenwood Springs. Folks, as mentioned when we depart Grand Junction, Glenwood Springs will be a fresh air break. You'll be able to step off the train for just a few minutes while we board and deboard passengers.
We're at a crew change in Grand Junction, so that means we have a lot of time, probably about 20-ish minutes. So we're gonna go up to the front of the train, check it out, see what it's like. This is our first time stepping foot in Colorado. So it's funny, this is the one place that we've really wanted to go to in the van, but for whatever reason, we haven't quite made it here yet. So here we are.
Being at the front of this thing, I didn't realize how long this train was. For some reason, when we were picked up in San Francisco, I thought it was like 4 cars.
4 passenger cars and then 2 of like engine cars or whatever they're called, and luggage and stuff. I don't know much about trains.
That was not 20 minutes. Okay, left. Honestly, that's not done that much cardio in a while. Thank you.
I thought we had at least like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden we heard like the air brakes or whatever. It's like,
All right, onward.
Name a better duo. So why do we do this dance? Are we moving too slow? 'Cause you need reassurance. Don't conflate issues. Why you always jump to? Do I really want you? When you know that I do. You so scared of real love. 'Cause you've been abandoned with any mistake. They quick to run, and so you run, jump the gun, but know that you got it. Even at your lowest, you got it.
This is probably one of the most beautiful sections of the road that we've been on so far. Seeing the snow in Colorado at this higher elevation is really beautiful. My ears are starting to pop and it's getting to get that pressure system kind of built up. That's how you know you're in the mountains.
I'm yours. Tell me what you running for, 'cause you don't have to try so hard.
We might be in serious trouble. They just came on the announcements and announced that the toilets on our car are out of order. So that means the entire coach section has one set of toilets to use.
No paper towels in the toilet.
All of a sudden, the conductor was talking about how someone stuffed the bathrooms with pajamas, and I woke up from my nap, and now I'm here.
These toilets do not automatically flush. You have to hit the flush button. They do not automatically flush.
This could be a huge problem for us.
I'm gonna give it to the California Zephyr. I can tell why this is the most scenic ride in America. It is beautiful. The sights are incredible, and this observation deck is like panoramic views. It's gorgeous. As far as economy goes, we're having a time.
If I could describe economy seating in one sentence, I would say practical but not sexy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the Muppet Zone.
For dinner, we grabbed the mac and cheese and 2 veggie tamales.
First impressions of the mac and cheese before tasting it, it looks very cheesy, which is exactly how I like my mac and cheese. The flavor is really good. I'm gonna say the noodles are a little bit undercooked, but for a microwave dish, I don't think we can really complain. Just like the Cheetos man said, dangerously cheesy.
It's very cheesy. This is the veggie tamale. Everyone says it's quite good.
Yep.
This was only $4. We're backing into Union Station in Denver. We're gonna get 25 minutes to go out there and have some fun.
And while we're having fun, they're gonna be hopefully fixing the bathroom situation.
On the platform, still just a couple more minutes left. Ask for your patience. We'll let you know when you can safely be board the train.
We're gonna check out the Union Station. We're told that it's pretty sick, and if it's pretty lame, we're gonna move elsewhere. Act natural. Great. Okay, where do they have alcohol? Terminal bar. We're running out of time, so
We're
just
cutting our
headed
losses,
back.
we're just gonna pay for the overpriced train booze.
Cheers!
Hour. I should have gotten a 24-pack.
It's a party on the observation cart tonight.
I wanna see I'm dancing.
Drop in, she told you keep it going, cause I'm
Drunk on a train. We're drunk on a train.
You only got 20 minutes to go get what you need. So we got off the train into the cold. Then my friends over here got hassled by a not nice guy. On the Amtrak.
Maybe a sign.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
I think it's time for bed though. We're in a winter wonderland. I'm so tired.
To be honest, I'm a little bit ready to get off this train. Here's an update on the bathroom situation. When we were delayed in Denver for about an hour and a half, we thought that they were going to be cleaning out the other bathrooms and getting those toilets fixed, but it turns out that's not the case. So still, the entire coach area is limited to 3 bathrooms.
Here it comes.
Coffee. Better late than never, right?
Thank you for the coffee. I really needed it. What a beautiful ride. The Midwest is usually like boring, but this fresh snow makes it like a winter wonderland. Beautiful. It is now the 3rd day on this train, and honestly, I could use a little of something else.
My absolute favorite part about this entire experience has been meeting all of the people that we've been hanging out with and getting to know over the last few days. I think what separates this train experience from any other type of travel that I've done is that this is really about the journey, not necessarily the destination. One thing's for certain, I cannot wait to change out of these clothes and get a shower.
Last and final call for any purchases in the cafe cart. After this, it's over. Fat makes singing. I ain't gotta be nice to you guys no more. I love you anyway.
Ow. Got my eye.
Are you okay? It burns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to help you.
It burns. We're about to cross over the Mississippi River into Illinois. We're leaving Iowa. We have about 4 hours left. We are only 1 hour behind in the entire trip, so I think that's a thumbs up.
It's definitely different crossing on a train than driving, because when you're driving over a bridge and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm driving over a bridge.
We'd like to thank you for traveling Amtrak. Enjoy your stay in Chicago. And have a good evening.
Alright, we are off the train. It's nice to be on solid ground.
Welcome to Chicago! We're on our way to get some Chicago-style pizza. I am pumped because we haven't had any lunch. And we all have our bags with us. Drew, who works for Amtrak, recommended we go to Beggars, which is really close to the train station. So we're all walking there now, and it's not a long walk at all.
This is our one and only redemption shot for Chicago-style pizza. We weren't fans the first time. We're giving it a second chance, and that's it.
We're gonna lay it on thick, baby. Thank you, Randy.
All right, I'm a little overwhelmed with this. Let's dig in.
We ordered 2 types of Chicago-style pizza, and I just learned that deep dish is just a variety of Chicago-style pizza. Chicago-style pizza is actually when you have everything stuffed underneath. So we have the thin crust, and then we have the deep dish. For toppings, we got jalapeno, sausage, mushrooms, and garlic. And Drew did tell me to hold it up like a gangster, so.
That would be the ultimate coworker.
That is delicious. See how it's like stuffed?
Oh yeah. Chicago-style pizza is fully redeemed in my books. That's a good pizza.
Oh wow. I do prefer the thin crust, but I'm glad that we tried deep dish again because I think we've talked a lot of crap about deep dish pizza because our first time was not great. This definitely, like, I need to put my foot in my mouth. This is so good.
I want to formally apologize to all of the people who we offended by saying that Chicago-style pizza sucks, because clearly we were just led astray by the one place we went.
Cheesy, but the flavor is, I want to smack myself. It's delicious. Yeah, you gotta try it.
After trying both styles, I can say that I like the deep dish one better because I like when sauce is the star of the show of the pizza. I'm not a huge like cheese on pizza. I've always been a sauce boss. Wow.
Yes, you have.
Can't believe I said I'm the sauce boss. I am the sauce boss.
Finally made it on the Lakeshore Limited, and this is the last stretch of our train across America.
If all goes according to plan, we will be in New York City in 20 hours.
This train is a little different than the California Zephyr, but we're going to show you all of that tomorrow. Good night.
That's cool. We are on the Lakeshore Limited going from Chicago to New York City. The Lakeshore Limited is definitely more of a commuter car. There's way more cars also as well, and the lounge is significantly smaller.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah.
Towels, trash, me, faucet, soap, 2 outlets, big flex, toilet paper, toilet seat covers, and your coat. Enjoy the journey.
I will say one thing about this train that I do like better is I think these seats are more comfortable. I do believe this is a modern train, and there is some Wi-Fi. It's kind of slow, but at least it's there.
Bye, everybody.
That's the end of the party train.
I'm honestly ready for this journey to end T-minus 6.5 hours.
Matt poo-pooed in the toilet and couldn't flush. And now he's mad because he's the poo-poo guy.
It's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
We don't know that.
Okay.
Good, how about you?
All right, 2.5 hours and we're in New York, baby.
New York.
Let's go.
4 days on coach seems like a lifetime. I haven't had a good night's sleep in several days. I'm excited that tonight we're going to be staying at a nice hotel in gonna get some great sleep. The California Zephyr is definitely a must-do. Even if you're just gonna do that one part, it's incredible. We are glad to say that we did officially travel coast to coast on train.
In coach, and we survived. Ah! After 78 hours of travel, we are finally in New York City. This has been an incredible, incredible experience that I would do 100 times over again. Maybe in the sleeper car next time. But we're gonna go upstairs and head to New York, my favorite place on earth.
On to the next adventure.
Here's to life.
Here's to life.
Check out my robe.